guys, this is Tarot with Kittens, Weights, and Tarot, and welcome to the October pick-a-card reading. Woo! So anyway, I thought I would have a little fun with the setup for the pick-a-card reading, using a couple of new little items that I picked up for the Halloweeny season, the spooky season. One of those being my little Halloween I guess like little decor there. I think it's just super cute. And then I got this little like tin pumpkin that I put a bunch of the little Reese's pumpkin and bat candies in, which I think is super sweet. Okay, so before we get into this reading, let me just show you the cards that I'm going to be using. I am going to be using the Halloween Tarot, of course, one of my faves. I'm also going to be using the Witch's Kitchen Oracle and the Halloween Oracle. I mean, that's kind of a given. And the Dark Mansion Tarot. So remember that this is just general reading. You know, there's a lot of energies that are out there. So maybe parts of the reading will connect with you, maybe it won't. And that's totally fine. And you can pick multiple piles if you wish. That's up to you. If you do want to catch a reading that's a little bit more personal, one that's just all about you, then you can head over to www.kittensweightsandtarot.com. I have a lot of different readings over there, so definitely go check them out. I also have mediumship readings in case you're interested. And I have other things over in my shop as well. I have my Wally's World Oracle, which was community created and community funded. I'm super proud of it. That occurred last year, so got my little Wally toe in every card, but you gotta find them. It's like, where's Wally? And I also have my room of body sprays. I have my salves. I have my bracelets that I make. I have Travel Witch altar pendants, ancestral altar pendants, rainbow bridge pendants. Oh, and I have a newsletter. If you guys want to sign up on the 1st of every month, which actually as this goes out, I'm going to be sending out my October newsletter. It has witchy DIYs, arts and crafts DIYs, channels that I'm watching, herbs that I'm using, decks that I'm using, etc., etc. So if that interests you, definitely go check it out. I only email you on the 1st of every month. I don't email you any other time. So it's free to sign up. So definitely head over to my website and go do that, kittensweightsandtarot.com. And if you want to throw a little love my way, think about joining the KWT tribe over at patreon.com/kittensweightsandtarot. And I have some awesome news for you guys. I will be opening my own mystery school, Leon Mystery School. It will be myself and 6 other fabulous teachers that you might recognize from here on YouTube. So stay tuned for more details, like when we're going to be opening and all the courses that are going to be offered. I am like wow, I'm over the moon on this because like my muggle job, I am a teacher, like I'm a high school teacher, and I've always wanted to open my own school, but I wanted it to be a spiritual school, a mystery school, and I'm freaking doing it. So I'm super excited. So like I said, stay tuned for that. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into the spooky and see what is coming for you October of 2020. We have pile number 1 with the Reese's chocolate pumpkin. We have pile number 2 with the Reese's white cream chocolate pumpkin. And we have pile number 3 with the Reese's chocolate bat. So pick your poison and let's get started. All right, pile number 1. You chose the Reese's peanut butter pumpkin. These are addictive, by the way. I'm pretty sure I'm going to polish all of these off before Halloween even gets here, which just means I have to buy more. So there you go. Okay, so let's take a look at the cards. I'll lift them up so that you guys can see as well. So we have the 3 of Ghosts, which is like the 3 of Cups. We have the Page of Pentacles. We have Ghost, Regret. Ooh, regretsy. And then we have Blackberry, Invasive. And I do have a blackberry bush. Okay, so let me move these so you guys can see them as well. And I want you guys to also impart some of your intuition. You know, so if you guys get some extra stuff, so definitely put that in the comment section down below so we can add some flavor to these readings. Okay, so give me just a second while I dive into the message for you for October 2020. Okay, okay, I already got it. Okay, so there's going to be a wonderful opportunity coming up for you in October. That opportunity, of course, is going to look different for everybody. It could be a business opportunity, it could be just something where you can join a friend in something, but there is some sort of opportunity personal to you that is coming up. In which you could get a lot of joy out of it, you know, and there's a lot that you could that could come from it, you know, where it could be a catalyst to something. However, this can only be if this stuff is worked on. So, regret. Yes. they always say live with no regrets, but that's hard, you know, because we're always reflecting on our past and, you know, kind of where we've come from, and it's good to do those reflections because, you know, we can see how far we've traveled, how far we've grown, you know, even though we are the same people, we're changed as people, you know, we're at our core, we're the same, but you know, the way we do things and the way we go about the world is different. And you know, and sometimes there are opportunities that passed us by, and you know, we have regrets or things that we did or said to people, and of course, you know, as human beings we regret those things. However, to allow it to become almost like a cancer with this invasive, this blackberry, hinders the opportunities of the future. So living in the past where it's like, man, why didn't I do that? My life would be so much better or so much different if I just did X, Y, and Z. To live in that way keeps you from seeing the opportunities that are right before you. So continue. It's like this cycle, so that these opportunities then pass you by once again and again. You are filled with regret all over again. And so what this message is for October is it's time to break the cycle. It's time to stop living in regret, letting those opportunities continue to pass you by in the present, and so that you can finally move forward. And so maybe it's time for a little bit of shadow work. And I don't know if you want to do a little burning ceremony where you write down all of your regrets on a piece of paper, burn it in a fire safe dish, and just say, you know what? There's nothing I don't own a time machine. There's nothing that I can do about it now. I can't go back in time. So I'm just going to look at what's here in the present. And what's here in the present is a wonderful opportunity for you that will lead to something else. So you may not see it at first. It may just seem like a little thing, but it's going to lead to some good stuff. But you can only recognize it if you get your head out of the past. Okay? So that is your message for October 2020. And now what I want to do is I want to use this little guy. He's pretty cool. Just for like an extra little message for you. And this, I'll leave you to interpret it. Okay? So here we go. We have a long life. So that is your message. So see how that connects to this, having a long life. Well, if we have a long life, that means there's a lot of opportunities that lie before us, right? Okay, so that's it for me, spiritual homies. I hope that you dug this. I'm wishing you a freaking awesome October, no matter what it is that you celebrate. I know that there are so many different cultures that have something going on kind of around this time of October, November. And so whatever it is that you celebrate, I am wishing you all the best. And Wally and Loki are wishing you all the best as well. So that's it for me, spiritual homies. I will catch you later. Peace, love, and chicken grease. Peace out. All right. Hey, pile number 2. Woo. If you chose pile number 2, it's because you chose this white cream Reese's peanut butter pumpkin. This is actually really good. I don't see that it tastes much different than the regular chocolate Reese's, but it's still good. And I'm almost done eating them, so you know they're good. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at your cards here. Bring them up so you guys can see. All right, we have the King of Bats, The tower, I know just exactly what you guys want to see. Skull of light, illumination, and catnip, bond. Oh, look, it's the Lokester. Okay, so let me move these so you guys can see them. Oops, my spider is caught in its web. How ironic is that? Okay. All right. So I want you guys to also, put your intuition in this as well. And if you get other things that I didn't mention, obviously put that in the comment section down below so we can add richness to the reading. So different perspectives are always welcome. All right, so what's coming for you, October 2020? Give me just a second while I take this all in. Okay, I already got it. Woo! I mean, this is just like pile number one where, I mean, it's not the same reading, but where like the message was just like boom, and that's what I got here. Okay, even though there's a tower here, I see it as a really good positive for you. Okay, so what I'm seeing coming October 2020 is, yes, there is going to be some sort of shakeup, some big change. It could be something that maybe is not a personal shakeup, but just happens to happen in your community, kind of around you. Things are a little bit different, which is good, because if we don't have things change, well, then we can't progress, right? So with this tower, I see as certain bonds being broken. And bonds aren't always like, like our close relationships and stuff like this, but sometimes we feel bonded to things that, with this catnip, and I'm thinking of Wally and Loki, just they are super addicted to catnip. So this is almost like the devil card. It's our addictions and the things that we are free to escape, but it's ourselves that keep us bonded to these things. So by keeping ourselves bonded to certain things, we leave other things just out of reach because those chains aren't that long. So we're chained to this wall, that we've chained to ourselves, and we can get out anytime we wish, but we leave certain things just out of reach, certain opportunities, certain activities and experiences due to the things that have kind of overtaken our lives, or we've allowed to overtake our lives. And so with this tower coming in, I'm seeing a great opportunity for you to basically take the shackles off and cut a lot of these bonds that are hindering that progress. So with that is the skull of light, illumination. It's like the ha 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 ha, oh my gosh, why didn't I take these chains off earlier? Like it's so beautiful outside. And so that's why I see the King of Bats as well. I'm seeing you being that King of Bats, because King of Bats, the bats is the swords card in this deck. Bats is thoughts, it's ideas, and with the skull of illumination, this is the mind. So I'm really seeing that clarity of mind all of a sudden, but that wouldn't occur had this tower not occur in October. So if we don't have this, it'll be harder for us to break this. So, and it would be even more difficult to have this. So what you have to look forward to in October is actually a tower moment. So yes, I know towers aren't like what we're wishing for and they're uncomfortable. However, you're finally going to have this opportunity to break these shackles, these bonds, these ties that keep you from really becoming an even better version of yourself. You're finally going to get that illumination. You're going to be the king of freaking bats. How awesome is that? So anyway, like I said, if you get other perspectives as well, definitely put that in the comment section down below. And yeah, I hope that you get a lot out of this. And also, I want to bring this guy over here because I want him to give you guys like a little extra. I'm not really going to interpret this. I want you to take this as your personal message. So we have avoid black cats. So of course we know that's not like literally avoiding black cats, because I have my Lokester and I would never avoid my Loki. But think about stereotypically what black cats represent, and maybe those things you're going to want to avoid because maybe they are connected to this, which is funny because there's a black cat in here and you know. But of course, I never like physically avoid black kitties because they're just kitties looking for love, and you know, every kitty needs a home, needs a forever home. Okay, so that's it for me, spiritual homies. I hope that you dug this reading. I'm wishing you an awesome sauce October, no matter what it is that you celebrate in the month of October. So Loki and Wally and I are sending you tons and tons of spooky love, peace, love, and chicken grease. Peace out. Hey, pile number 3. Ha 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 ha. Let's see what October 2020 has in store for you. And if you picked pile number 3, then you have the Reese's Bats. And these are really good. I think this is like one of 3 that I have left because they are delicious, which means we're going to have to buy more for if we have some trick-or-treaters this year. So we shall see. Okay, so let's take a look at your cards. Let me just bring these up here for you guys so you guys can see. We have the 4 of Pumpkins. We have the Magician, me likey. We have the Skull of Flowers, creating through the ashes. I like that. And Nettle, Caution. Okay, so let me move these so you guys can get a good view. Okay, and I welcome your intuitive thoughts as well, your impressions. You know, definitely place it in the comment section down below because the more input, the richer the reading, right? Because we all have different perspectives. Okay, so give me just a second while I kind of take in your message for October 2020. Okie dokie. Wow, this is just like, you know, in pile number 1 and pile number 2, like the message was just like boom. And again, it's the same for pile number 3. Okay, so what I'm getting is these 2 cards, not only are they, do you guys see this? Kind of like the same coloring going on. Does that not look like nettle around his neck? I mean, kind of, right? That's pretty cool. And it's the 4 of Pumpkins, which kind of goes along with that caution. Okay, so this is what I'm getting. I feel like there's something that you've been wanting to do, you know, and of course there are things that we all want to do. There are people that we want to talk to, but maybe we're a little shy to talk to them. There are opportunities that we want to take, but we might be a little shy, you know, a little cautious about taking those opportunities. There might be things we want to apply for, but we might be afraid of rejection. You know, we all have our anxieties, our phobias, our fears, but you know, as people, we're trying our best to work through them. And so this message here for October 2020 is just kind of reminding you that, you know, because you might be overly cautious about something that you really want to do, it might be keeping you from something really awesome that you could become. You could become this magician. And with this magician, it says creating through the ashes. So it seems like you have the ability to do some pretty freaking awesome things. I mean, you may not see that in yourself, but the energy, your love, your magic, your light, what you have to give the world is important. You know, all of us have our special little thing, you know, that we have to give the world. There's nobody here on this planet, there's nothing here on this planet that wasn't meant to be here. You were meant to be here just like everybody else, and everybody's got a little something special to give, just like you. However, this overly cautious attitude has kept you from fully shining that light. You know, not to say that it's totally been dulled, but it's being kind of kept under wraps. And you know, people get little glimpses here and there, but it's really time to start letting that open up a little bit more. And I think that you're going to start building confidence in yourself once you finally see, like, oh hey, like I have something to give, I have something to contribute to, like that's pretty cool. You know, sometimes we need to see that in ourselves, but I guarantee you there's people around you that already see that in you. It's just because you can't see it yourself, it's hard to believe when other people tell you what they see. And I'm telling you that you have some stuff to give. Everybody does. But maybe just, you know, let up on the cautious attitude a little bit. And everybody is trying to do something different, so obviously I can't be so specific because this is a general reading, but whatever it is that you are wanting to do but have had reservations because of, well, what if this happens, well, what if this happens, well, what if this happens, let's just put our toe in October. Let's just put our little toe in the water and see what happens. And I guarantee you're going to see that there's some magic to be made, and there's some good stuff that's going to happen. And a lot of it I am seeing is confidence in yourself, which is like a big thing. That's major importance. Okay, so I hope this reading connects with you. Like I said, if you had other viewpoints, I'm open to hearing those, so definitely put them in the comment section down below. And I want to use my friend over here, my skeleton friend, and he's got a little message for you. So I'm not really going to do the interpretation on this one. I want this to be your personal message. You interpret it. Okay, so let's give this a little flick. Oh, and we have a long life. So, like I said, I won't give it like a super interpretation, but just like right off the bat, what I was kind of thinking was, if you couldn't fail, what would you do? If you knew you'd live forever, what would you do? I don't know. That kind of came to mind. So anyway, I hope you guys dug this. I am wishing you a freaking awesome sauce October 2020. Whatever it is that you celebrate, whether it's in October or maybe the beginning of November, or maybe it was at the autumnal equinox. Wally, Loki, and I are sending you tons and tons of love. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I will catch you later. Peace, love, and chicken grease. Peace out.